Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Hate to Say It podcast. As you can see, I'm doing a solo one today. Unfortunately, my co-host Sassy Mom has unfortunately passed. I'm just kidding. She's busy, like I said last time. She's busy. If you guys watched last week's episode, she's busy. She'll be back again for the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoy that one. But for now, you guys are gonna get me, just me today, and I'm gonna talk with you guys about some crazy news. Actually, we had a pretty eventful week. There's been some crazy things happening, and we're about to talk about them. I'm gonna start off a little bit slow, a little bit a little bit docile, just ease you guys in there. So the first story of today is some crazy tattoos. I know you've probably seen some tattoos out there that are pretty crazy, pretty out there. But have you guys seen this one? This tattoo has been criticized in the internet for the past maybe week or so. I don't know. I think it's been a couple days. It's a neck tattoo. I don't have any tattoos, so I'm not one to judge about a tattoo. But you guys can tell me if you guys have tattoos. Is this a L tattoo or a W tattoo? I'm gonna play you guys this little quick video of it. This is someone criticizing it. So it goes like this.
Most nefarious, diabolical tattoo we've seen. Sack chaser. You got the sack chasing throat. Just absolutely crazy. Who in the group text was like, "Oh, come on, bro. We know you, yeah, man. That sack chase. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, put that joint on your throat." And then the tattoo artist, he wrote sack like that, bold letters, bold sack chaser. You got the sack chasing throat. You cannot.
All right, you can see he's definitely criticizing this tattoo. Sack chaser. I don't know what that means. It might mean something to him or to other people, but I have no idea what sack chaser means. But that tattoo is pretty crazy, honestly. I'm not one to judge a tattoo artist, but the tattoo artist actually himself did end up commenting on this video. Not commenting, but he actually ended up responding to this video. And this is what he had to say about his artwork, because he's the one who created this tattoo. This is what he had to say.
The tattoo artist, he wrote sack like that, bold letters.
Hold up now. Hold up. That man brought in his own design to get tattooed. That was not my design. That's what he wanted. That's what he brought into the shop and requested verbatim. Everybody has been asking me, "Hey, why you ain't talking him out of it? Why you let him do that?" That's a grown-ass man, and that's what that grown-ass man wanted. Now, in my defense, in hindsight, I didn't expect that shit to go blow up as big as it did. Like, if I had known that, I probably would have pushed a little harder for him to, like, change up the wording. But it's like, that's what that man wanted, man. Y'all know, come on, y'all know what the fuck that nigga meant when he got that shit, bro. That nigga, bro, come on. Y'all niggas doing too much now.
Yeah, so I mean, as a tattoo artist, is it okay to like turn away someone as a client? I don't know what the rules of a tattoo artist. Can anyone just get any tattoo anywhere? Well, I guess maybe the spot does matter. I guess maybe some tattoo artists don't want to tattoo on like a private area, so they just say, nah, that's not for me. But do you just say, I don't want to draw this? Basically, can our tattoo artists do that? I guess they can. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, it's their work, and if somebody says, "Hey, where'd you get that sack chaser tattoo?" and they say it comes from this guy right here around the block, yeah, they're gonna be like, that guy's out of pocket. We're not going to that tattoo artist ever again. But like I said, I don't know what their policy is. Honestly, in my opinion, if I was a tattoo artist and they came in and said, "Hey, bring tattoo this on my neck," I would hesitate at first. I'd be like, "Are you sure?" It's a little bit crazy, but hey, it's your body, your choice. If you want this on your neck, then let's do it. And then I just do it. But I mean, is he in the wrong? I don't think so. I think the artist, he's just doing his job at the end of the day. So a lot of people had a lot to say about him, and a lot of people had to say about the original guy that got the tattoo. Some people were criticizing the artist. I think at the end of the day, the tattoo artist, I think he got off, and he, people understand that it was something that the original person, decided to do. They're a grown man, so yeah, they can make their own decisions at the end of the day. Pretty crazy. I thought that tattoo was insane. Like I said, I don't know what sack chaser means, so if it's something vulgar or crazy, I guess let me know down below. Now we're gonna get into the juicy news, something that's actually been trending the past maybe 3 or 4 days. Well, that's actually happened about a week ago, but it's been popping up everywhere about the past 3 days or so. If you guys have not heard of Mica Miller and JP Miller, the story is going to be on a crime. It's going to be one of those Dateline NBC type of, like, where they solve mysteries, unsolved mysteries or murders. I feel it's going to be one of those because this story just makes no sense the way it's all plays out, and I'm going to go into detail about about everything and tell you guys all that went down, because there's a lot of twists, turns, and crazy things that just played out. Okay, so it starts off with Mica Miller. She's a 14-year-old girl. She goes to a Bible camp or church camp at this church, and the pastor is JP Miller, John Paul Miller. He is 28 years old at this point, and what her friends have said is that he groomed her, and then they got married when he was 37 and she was 21, 22 or 21, 22, I think. So, many years later, they ended up getting married. They were just friends throughout those, 8-9 years. They were just friends. And then they officially got married, later on. JP, what they say is that he had been manipulating her, being very abusive mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. And it was a horrible scene to see. Everyone around her knew that she was struggling with JP. And like I said, he's a pastor at his church. So I feel like pastors always have a front of like, oh, I'm the family man. I get married. I have kids. We are all Christian folks that we love each other. We live in our neighborhood has like a white picket fence, and we are a perfect family couple. We're a perfect family, like what you would see on a TV sitcom of the perfect family. They eat breakfast in the morning and have dinner at night around the table, and they all tell each other Bible verses and kiss each other goodnight in bed, stuff like that. They don't have kids though. But anyways, fast forward, she's been dealing with mental health, and she posted a video on her Facebook about the how things are not always as it seems. Don't, if you're being abused, seek help type of deal. Like she was talking a lot about abuse and mental health, and people were criticizing JP because he was undermining her mental health, saying like, oh, I think like they had gone in an argument or something, or she had like gone to a psych ward or something, and he was just saying, oh, she's her mental health, that's a her problem. At the end of the day, I just try to be the best husband. I'm the best husband, and she's just like, nah, fam, you're not. And then it goes on to a few weeks ago, or I guess 2 days before she died, because she did end up dying. About April 27th was when she was found dead. I think they were not living in the same state at the time, because I think someone had donated a plane to his church, and he was saying like how he doesn't care, he can just travel anywhere, all of this stuff. I don't remember exactly how it went, but I'm sure there's clips of it somewhere if you guys look it up. But anyways, she was found in North Carolina, and what he described as a self-inflicted wound. She killed herself, and people that knew her were very suspicious about that, because she had just made plans with their friends like that weekend. They're like, yeah, let's hang out. It didn't sound like someone that was in trouble and like was not gonna make it past the weekend. It wasn't the activity of someone like that. It was like a normal casual conversation, and everything was going great. And then 2 days before she died, she had filed for divorce, and people speculate that this could be very detrimental to JP's credentials, I guess, as a family, as a good man, that a good Christian man, as a pastor and a loving husband. Also, people criticize the way that he let people know about the news about her passing. It was more about him and how he was going through this, and she was just going through mental health. It didn't seem like a genuine sad person that just lost their wife, or I think they were together for many years. Well, they met in 2009, so they've been together for a long time. Well, they were not together, but they've known each other for so long that it didn't look like a man that was actually grieving. And I get it, people grieve differently. I'm not criticizing him on how he was grieving. It just looked, the way that he played out, it didn't look very sincere, I guess. But I guess people grieve differently. If that's the way he grieves, that's the way he grieves. Anyways, there is a lot of even actually in her obituary, he wrote an obituary for her, and it was basically all about him, how he was a great husband and he was a great provider, and how she needed him. Basically, there was a lot of self-loathing in that obituary. It was very sad. A lot of people were very confused as to why he was doing that. And then fast forward, people have been spotting him in public with a new girl, and I'm gonna play this little clip of her of what they've seen on Facebook. Remember, at this time, everyone of her family is like, this is definitely not a self-inflicted wound. We are justice for Mica. These are people that were actually close to her, people that were her friends that went to church with her for many years. They knew something wasn't right, and it was definitely not a self-inflicted wound. They don't know what it was. They can't, obviously, it's all speculative. It's all alleged, but they said you need to look into this more, because because also he had mentioned that they didn't know the cause of death, but like they said, we found her. We don't know the cause of death, but when he said the news, he said it was a self-inflicted wound. She killed herself. But like I said, when news broke, not even her family, nobody knew the cause of death yet, but he went with that. So did he know something that we don't? Anyways, this is the story of the new girl that he's been spotted with. Allegedly, he had been dating this girl too for like about 7 years, and this is the mistress. There's also some crazy things about this girl that I will let you guys know about as well, because some juicy drama came out about this girl that we are about to hear about. Here's the story.
If you're following the Mica Miller story, you know that this is disgusting. So there have been photos taken from other people with the pastor out with another woman. So someone posted on Facebook, it says, "This doesn't look like a grieving man to me. The nerve of him to show up in public. People seeing him in person have a lot more strength than I do. This infuriates me. Smiling while your wife is no longer here." Supposedly this was taken in the last week, and it's allegedly with his girlfriend of several years, Susie Skinner. This doesn't just look like a friendly meetup. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. The body language is definitely of those who have been romantically seeing each other, but I mean, I can't say anything for sure, but that's just my speculation. It is my observation. It's disgusting. This was posted on Facebook of one of the friends of Mica Miller. It says, "We watched a grown man groom a youth member for years. We watched him take absolutely everything from her. We watched him destroy her mentally. We watched him destroy his own family during the process. We've watched him play God over a congregation for over a decade. He is a true wolf in sheep's clothing. He has stayed untouchable. He has put himself at the top of everything. He has gotten away with all of his wrongdoings. I'm so sorry, Mica Miller. You deserved better. You deserved our help and our love. I will carry this guilt forever, knowing I should have done so much more. I can't change the past, but I will not stay quiet any longer. To all of the old SRM members, I hope you feel the same. Enough is enough. We have to bring this man down from the pulpit. Hashtag justice for Mica."
Okay. So as you see, this girl, it doesn't look like a grieving man, but like I said, everybody grieves differently. So I guess, it could be the way he grieves. I know some people, when they're in a bad situation, all they do is laugh. Like in my case, when I am in a tense or awkward situation, I smile or laugh. Even if it's a serious topic, I just try to make it humorous. I try to bring levity to things, and that's just the way I cope with things like that. So like I said, everybody grieves differently, and it could be a way of him. But anyways, to talk more into detail about this mystery girl, she had a ex-husband who was in a wheelchair for about 20 years, and he would always go to their pool. It was a community pool that they would go to, and he would always just go there. And one day he was found in the pool unalived. He was not breathing, and people were very concerned because he was there by himself, and he would go there every day for about for many years. And just one day he had an accident and he just ended up dying in the pool. And like I said, this is all alleged. Nobody was found guilty in that. It was deemed, I believe it was deemed an accident. Like he did end up just rolling in by accident. Obviously he's in a wheelchair, he can't swim, and so he did end up drowning. So there's no connection to the mystery girl, but it is said that they've been dating, or that mistress has been with JP, the pastor, for about 7 years. It's all alleged as well. So as of now, there's been no connection to JP being any a suspect at all in this case. But this only happened about 4 or 5 days ago. So there's still a lot of investigating to do, and people are wanting justice for Mica, rightfully so, right? So I hope she gets the justice she deserves. If any wrong play was at fault, if she did, end her own life, may she rest in peace, and God bless her. That was a crazy story that's been developing, Mica Miller and JP Miller, and that was pretty crazy. But we're gonna move on to something more, a little more light, a little bit more conspiracy. Me and Sassy, we always talk about conspiracies, and I don't know, I don't know if you guys even like the conspiracies, but I do. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do. Talk about conspiracies. Sassy and I, we always rebuttal each other on conspiracies. She's definitely heavier on the conspiracies than I am, but just because she's not here, I'm gonna bring to you guys a conspiracy that I think is kind of fun, and it's been going viral as well. about a time traveler. Do you guys believe in time travel? Do you think we are walking amongst someone that has traveled back in time, or in the future, are we walking amongst some time travelers? Well, maybe we are, because a time traveler was spotted in Florida. He was caught in a ring camera, or let's go ahead and rewind. This man owns an Airbnb. He got a ring notification. There was movement in his front yard. He looked and he thought it was someone trying to break in, a thief, a burglar. So he panicked. He said, "Uh-oh, this is not good." He then proceeds to walk towards around the house. The suspect, I guess, the time traveler. Let's go with that. I'll give him a name. He goes around the house where he sees a shed. There's a shed in the back of the house, and he walks directly straight into it, and he gets in the shed, but the man never gets out. Well, wait. He gets in the shed. The owner of the Airbnb is watching him through his ring camera. He can see him, can see everything he's doing. He sees him get in there. Door closes. He's like, wait a minute, could be a squatter. Let's call the police. He calls the police. The whole time he is watching his ring camera. He's watching, making sure this man isn't doing anything crazy. He's been watching the whole entire time until police arrive. A couple minutes go by. Police arrive. He's talking to them through the ring camera, saying, "Hey, I've been watching. The man is still in the shed in the back. Go get him." So the police do what they do, rightfully so. They do their due diligence, and then they investigate. They go to the back of the house where the shed is. They open the shed, and police walk in, and police officers walk out, shrugging their shoulders. Not, they didn't see anybody. Like, what is he talking about? And the man is baffled because he just witnessed someone vanish into plain air. I know there's a plot in a movie. I forgot what the movie was called, but there's a plot where this diner has a portal and in a closet in a diner, and he walks in and he travels somewhere, and then he comes back many years later. And yeah, so it kind of like, a lot of people speculated that it's something similar to that. A lot of people thought it was a hoax. It's a paid actor, whatever. Ha ha ha. Yeah, you're just making a little viral video. Sure, buddy, whatever. The next day, he gets another ring notification on his camera, and a man is seen leaving the shed. There was no prior notification like, oh, there's another man in the shed. What happened? It was just one notification, and it was a man leaving the shed. But it wasn't the same man. It was actually a different, older man that came out. And a lot of people thought it was the same man aged, because it did look like the same man that went into the shed, but older. And so people were now they're scratching their heads. Oh, maybe we do have a time traveler in our hands. Maybe there is someone out there that has been amongst us. People still, a lot of people skeptical, rightfully so. Me being one of them. Obviously, this could have been all staged. This could have been that guy's friend and his dad. They just said, hey, let's just do this little quick prank. Could have been it. People then go ahead and investigate, because he did post a still of the guy's face, because he did turn to the camera where the guy was able to take a screenshot. It wasn't super clear, but it was clear enough to get facial details. People then started investigating who this older man was, and they did reverse Google image searches on him, and they found a man. I believe his name was Steven, and it looked just like him. Now, I'm not saying it is him. It also looked like Stephen King. If you guys know who Stephen King is, it looked just like him. And they found that he has also been studying. This man that they found has been looking into time travel. He's actually a very well educated man, graduated from Harvard, very, very well educated. And there was a lot of forums of him looking into time travel and asking questions about it. And they thought it was him. But the only downside of this story of that being him, even though it looked like him, this man that I'm talking about actually passed away in 2018. There you can see people talking about how passionate he was about his search and time travel and stuff like that. Now, he died in 2018. People were thinking maybe he went back in time, went forward into time. So he didn't really die, because I think this is all speculation. I think there was also a story that said that they did I forgot what the kind of funeral is called, but it's like the funeral where they don't find a body, but they know that man's just missing and just doesn't, they just know he's probably dead. They did one of those funerals. Like I said, this is all alleged, but it could have, they think is that it was him going forward into time, vanishing. And yeah, people are still looking for this man, or what may have happened to this time traveler. And yeah, I think that's where the story has been halted. Like I said, this has only been going viral for the past maybe 4 days, 3 days. People are still investigating this story. It is pretty cool. If we have actually found a time traveler for the first time, that's crazy. I'm sure we're going to find more details when people start investigating. Like Sassy, my co-host, that likes to say, I ever vanish, my story on TikTok, they will know where I am, because I have seen TikTok work magic, and they found people that were impossible to be found. It's crazy how things just spread in on TikTok, and I think that's why the government is so scared and they want to get it banned, because it's just so accessible to anyone, and it's just right there on your palm of your hands. But we're still investigating. I hope it's real. That'd be cool if it's real, right? Would you guys think that? You guys think it would be cool if it was real? I think so. I think I would want to be like, hey, bro, how about let me hop on with you, bro? I can piggyback ride. Take me on the trip to my favorite rocket ship. That'd be cool. If I did meet him and he asked me, hey, where do you want to go? I would say I would want to go back in time. I kind of want to see what it's like to live in like the 40s, the 30s, for a day, maybe a day, not that long. And then I will say, hey, let's go to the future. But I don't know. Do I really want to know what the future's like? Maybe not. But yeah, maybe the past. I want to see what's going on back there. That'd be cool, because they're dinosaurs. Now let's move on to our next story. This one is pretty funny, actually. And honestly, it makes sense to me. It's something like I knew in the back of my head, and to see it playing out is relieving, in a way, because it validates that the little itch in the back of my mind, like, I kind of knew this. But we have found out that The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the perfect hero, the perfect man, actor, everybody, the beloved, everybody loves The Rock Dwayne. He's actually kind of a menace. He's actually kind of sociopathic, in my opinion, borderline sociopathic, and pretty insane, in my opinion. He's been caught doing some crazy things, such as having his personal assistants or his crew throw away bottles full of piss. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, he does not use bathrooms when he's on set or at the gym, actually. There's even a video going viral of him talking about this, where he says, yes, the rumors are true. I do pee in a bottle. This was about a video that was surfaced about him showing, because he accidentally showed in the back of a video a bottle full of urine. And so he's like, yeah, you might have seen that bottle. It's actually, yes, it is piss. And this gym that I go to doesn't have a bathroom. So I have to pee in bottles. And everybody's like, what? A gym with no bathroom? I don't know about that. Have you guys ever been to a gym with no bathroom? I don't think that exists, in my opinion. But I guess I don't know. I don't go to the gym. So he's been found to be peeing in bottles. It is gross. Sure. Pissing in bottles is gross, but it's better than pissing on the floor or pissing whatever, or outside where you can show your pee off to other people. But if it is true that he doesn't have bathrooms, but it's also came out that when he's on set and there's no trailer near his set, he is known to just piss in a bottle and then have his personal assistants or his crew members just dispose of it. That is pretty gross, to having other people touch your pee bottle. Like, at least if you're gonna do it, throw it away yourself. Like, come on, it makes no sense at all. But not only that, that's not even the worst. Well, is that the worst part? I don't know. Well, the next part is pretty bad as well. People have also alleged that he is very bad co-star, co-host, co-worker, colleague. He's very bad on set as well, where he is known to cost. I think that he did a movie recently where because he's always late. He's been known to be up to 8 hours late to his set. Also, he says that he doesn't want to work more than 5 hours, and there's times where they have to stop production just so he can do a 3-hour workout, which is pretty insane that they have to do that for him. But it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, of course. People are going to fulfill his needs. And if you guys know anything about production or movie production, there's a lot of people involved, and every hour, every day that it's postponed, moved forward, moved back, or moved, it's a lot of money, because they have to pay these people the hourly wages or daily rates at times, and their daily rates, sometimes they go up to the thousands. So they have to pay all these people. And it is said that his movie, it went over budget about $200 million, and they had to deal with it because, he's a star of the show, and I don't think they're ever going to make that money back, unfortunately. But yeah, it wasn't supposed to be a crazy budget movie. And so so they're definitely going to lose money because of Dwayne being late and just being a brat, I guess. Don't want to work and just being a menace. I think even Ryan Reynolds and him got in an argument during a shoot, and Vin Diesel, I think they've been beefing, Vin Diesel and Dwayne. They've been beefing as well. Maybe Vin Diesel was right about Dwayne. There's even speculations out there about his contracts. That's why Black Adam just did so badly, because he wanted this anti-hero to be like a good guy somehow. And so, yeah, it didn't play out because he has it in his contract. I mean, it's alleged. A lot of people speculate. Well, there's good credible sources out there, but people have, I'm going to say alleged because I don't know for sure. I don't read his contracts, but people that are close and know about him and his contracts, they say that he writes in there that he wants written in there that he is not supposed to lose a fight. He's not supposed to be the villain. He is supposed to always be the hero. hero and never lose a fight on scene, at least on screen. I mean, so with him being Black Adam, that's why it flopped, because he wanted this guy to be he wanted a villain arc, or villain arc where he becomes the good guy type of deal, and it didn't work out. That's why Black Adam didn't do well. But like I said, I don't know that for a fact. Yeah, that's been the stories that have been going viral since it's been a week since you guys have seen us. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the editing and the production of this. I took an 8-hour break and peed in that bottle right there to produce this video for you guys, and it costed me $7 million. So please give that like button a click, hit that share button, subscribe, all that stuff. You know the YouTube algorithm stuff. Do all of that, and I'll see you guys all in the next Hate to Say a podcast. The next one will have Sassy, fortunately. Okay, so if you guys miss her, she'll be back on the next one. For now, you guys have me, so it's not too bad, right? It's not that bad. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out. Mwah.